I want to get your opinion on gurus. You know, there's a lot of talk about gurus, and Chad Nichols is part of the conversation, whether they're good or bad for the sport. You know, some say, you know, they give the wrong advice, and people say they actually very helpful. What do you say about that? And what is your advice to the upcoming bodybuilders that, you know, considering getting one, a coach or a guru?
Well, I think you have to pick the coach that's best for you. You know, don't look at what they've done for someone else. Sit down with the coach, talk with the coach, hear what their mindset is, how they feel about different things, and you choose, and that's how you choose your coach. As far as gurus been around for a long time. You know, we remember, I don't know if you've ever heard of Dan Duchaine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, he was a guru. He was a drug guru. He messed me up really bad one year.
Really?
Yeah. Oh man, he messed me up so bad one year. And Chris Acito was my first coach. You know, when I turned pro, it was Chris Acito who was responsible for it. You know, and
how he messed you up? He gave you like what, the wrong dosage or something?
Damn right. Like he made me take so much. Really, what it is, he just had me taking something like 6 or 7 Cytomel a day, which is a T3 thyroid medication. Wow. You know, and I mean, I just kept losing muscle, feeling like, you know.
How did he do that? He wasn't aware of what he was doing?
Well, he just thinks, you know, okay, you're this side, blah, blah, blah. You should be able to take, you know, 6 to 10 Cytomel a day, this much clenbuterol mixed with it. And I got introduced to Chris Acito, and Chris was like, we're not doing any of that. You're not taking any thyroid medication. You're not taking any clenbuterol. You know, and he brought me up to his house. He was in his condo and he was living in Maine, and just took me out from doing all that garbage and just straight up dieting, you know, just straight up dieting. He made all my meals. He took me into the gym. Chris is an amazing trainer, and I don't want to call him a guru. I just think he's a great trainer. He knows what he's talking about, you know. He tries to put logics and facts behind what he has his athletes do. Chad helped me to get in, you know, some of the best condition in my life, you know. So Chad is another incredible trainer, and we were friends. I don't know about today, if he's still doing this stuff or not, you know, but you do have to be afraid of a lot of people out there who call themselves a guru, who never even competed or did one show, and just to make money, you know, they pump someone full of drugs, don't know the repercussion of it, and you know, you could take someone's life. You know, I'm one of those people who said, oh yeah, you know, it has messed me up on more than one occasion, listening to the wrong people. And I think when you have a coach, it should be sink or swim with that coach. Don't have a coach and then at the same time you're listening to 2-3 other people, because when you make a mistake, you'll never know who had the right answer, who had the wrong answer. I stuck with Chad Nichols for 10 years. I stuck with Charles Glass for 10 years. You know, if someone says right off the bat, who would you recommend? I'd recommend those guys all day long. You know, Charles just you know, he's like the second coming of Christ when it comes to training. This man knows just about every biomechanics about the body, what's going to work for you. And people think that everything you do, you have to go in the gym and lift 500 pounds. No, it doesn't, because there's some muscles, there's just very small twitched muscle, and Charles will come up with exercise that it may be all you're pulling is 100 pounds, but that's all it needs to build that muscle. We're not trying to be power lifters. You're trying to be a bodybuilder. It's about your physique. It's about your aesthetic, right? It's not about having a big, huge gut hanging out there, right?
You had an incident, right, when you collapsed on stage. I forgot where it was, but is that true? Did you ever?
It was at the Arnold Classic.
Arnold Classic, and what happened there? Was it dehydration, from what I read, or is it something happening where you got a wrong advice?
Dehydration. It's having too much calcium and no magnesium, you know, and at the same time listening to just someone who I shouldn't have listened to, you know. So that's an incident where like I said, I can speak from experience, and I won't throw anyone under the bus and call anyone's name, because at the end of the day, I was a grown-ass man, and someone tell you to do something, you don't have to do it. But, you know, as a bodybuilder, as an athlete, you want to win by any means necessary. And God damn, I was looking crazy that day. I mean, I think that would have been an easy win for me. It was up against Kevin LeBron and Vince Taylor, but it wasn't meant to be. And you know, I came very close to losing my life at that.
That's crazy. Wow, it was that bad?
It was that bad. No one knew. I never talk about it, right? But my heart stopped beating for a minute. For
Wow.
1 minute, yeah. I was so dry they couldn't even put the IV needle into my veins.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was. I was. My body literally cramped up from my whole, you know, from my legs, my feet, my calves, my quads, my stomach, my lower back. So it was going all the way up to the heart, right? I mean,
I didn't know it was that serious. Wow. So what happened? How did they recover you?
well, man, like I said, when I woke up in the hospital, and as I was up, you know, the doctors told me that, you know, we had to revive you. You were legally dead for 1 minute.
That's crazy.
Yeah, legally dead for 1 minute. You know, I don't think I was ever the same after that. You know.
Did you see something when you were out? Did you see some kind of?
Yeah, I think I talk about this all the time, where I tell people I had a dog, and her name was Annabelle, and for that while I didn't even know that I was gone. I just know I felt like I was in I was in an open space, and it just all looked blue, and it looked like it's almost like I was standing on glass, and my dog was probably about 30 feet away from me. And I kept calling her name to come to me, you know, but she wouldn't come to me, and I wouldn't go to her, you know. I mean, so I never forget this, you know. It's always been in my head. I've told a lot of people about it. I said, you know, the doctor said I was legally dead for 1 minute, and I said, at that time, what I experienced was just, you know, I don't know if it was just like I'm up in the sky, up in the clouds, and it just seemed blue and clear, and all I saw was my dog that had passed away, you know, and I'm calling her to come to me, but she wouldn't come to me, and I wouldn't go to her, you know, and then end up wake back up, and doctors told me what happened. After that, like I said, I just was never the same, you know. When I train, when I get ready for shows, right. It's always in the back of your mind, right? There's always that fear.